When this man crawled into the hibernation pod to prepare for hibernation, he discovered he couldn't enter the hibernation state. The man was horrified to find that the pod door had been firmly locked. As the oxygen in the pod gradually decreased, Jack immediately began frantically pounding on the door. At this critical moment, the malfunctioning pod door mysteriously opened automatically. The man hurriedly sent a distress signal to Earth, but unexpectedly, Earth wouldn't receive the distress message until 19 years later. To receive a reply from Earth would take 50 years. This filled Jack with utter despair. It turned out this was an interstellar colony ship. The ship still needed 2,000 years to reach its destination. If he couldn't hibernate again, he would die of old age on the ship. However, at this moment, Jack suddenly noticed a bartender at the bar. The man was instantly overjoyed. But when he approached, he discovered it was just a robot. This made Jack feel completely hopeless. Living alone for an extended period made him feel incredibly empty. However, at this moment, Jack was suddenly attracted to a woman in a hibernation pod. Looking at her beautiful appearance, he instantly had an evil thought. Jack hurriedly went to shave off his beard. Then, neatly dressed, he came to Anna's hibernation pod. Next, Jack took out tools and damaged the hibernation pod. But before the pod door even opened, he hastily packed up his tools and fled the scene. Back in his room, Jack felt extremely anxious. It seemed he had committed an unforgivable act. But when he gathered the courage to find Anna again, Jack pretended it was their first meeting. He then told Anna the truth behind their situation. They, who should have slept for 2,000 years, had accidentally awakened early. This meant neither of them could live to reach their destination. Moreover, she learned an even more desperate piece of news. Once a hibernation pod is open, it cannot be used again. After hearing this, Anna could only helplessly accept reality. Little did she know, the man in front of her was the very person who had awakened her.